Back at home, a ceremony was held at the National D-Day Memorial over there in Bedford.
Yeah, that's where we find WDBJ7's Melissa Gayona, who really had an incredible experience today. Melissa, talk to us about some of the things you saw this morning.
Oh, guys, absolutely beautiful here from the D-Day Memorial here in Bedford, Virginia. But I'm so glad that you guys mentioned the coverage that happened today, also this morning in Normandy, France, because we know that so many of those who served that survived D-Day were there today. And we are told that this may be the very last big anniversary that they may be able to attend as they are pushing 100 years old, or a little bit older, if you will. But back to Bedford, Virginia, where a huge 80th anniversary celebration happened right here on the grounds of the D-Day Memorial. It was a beautiful day. Thousands of people came from all over the country to not only celebrate, but to honor and respect those who served and gave their lives for our freedom. One of the things we saw for the ceremony today was vintage aircraft flying overhead over thousands of folks as stories were told specifically about the aircraft. Another was a prayer that was given right before the ceremony. They specifically mentioned the scripture John 15:13, which really talks about there's no greater love than laying your life down for your friend. And boy, did that set the tone for the day, because that's exactly what so many American, British, and Canadian soldiers did, not just for their country, but for the entire world. The last thing I want to really highlight here for the ceremony in general was all of the volunteers that swarmed the area. We were greeted with golf carts offering rides, smiles, waters. I mean, you name it, they were working very hard out here today. As a matter of fact, Logan and Kate, I was told that because of the work of the volunteers, the D-Day Memorial was able to save $350,000 in salary.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Always nice to save a little money and still be able to get that message across. Speaking of message, Mel, special speakers, who did you hear from today?
Oh man, lots of politicians, lots of very important people here, including 30 NATO reps. You had the Virginia National Guard. We had Governor Glenn Youngkin out here, and Attorney General Jason Miyares, as well as a general from France. But listen, they made it very clear that it was not even about the speakers. So what they did to really drive that home, while their names were put up on a screen, their names were never mentioned. However, they mentioned the names of the soldiers who fought and died in D-Day, and they shared some very powerful stories from testimonies of these soldiers. One that really sticks out to me was one who talked about the wind, the terrain, the cold water that they were diving into, and also, Kate and Logan, we specifically remember a story where one of the soldiers said because of the seasickness, many of them thought that they were going to die before they ever even arrived at the beaches of Normandy.
Wow, those messages just really show just how dire that situation was. They were uncertain of their future.
Powerful.
And clearly, Melissa, the D-Day Memorial, they honor this anniversary every year, but with this 80th one, it's extra special. Tell us just how.
One of the things they were able to do, guys, that stood out to me was adding 15 names to what's called a wall here right behind you. I want you to take a look. There are 266 bronze plaques that you're going to see right here. You'll go ahead and take a look at the names here. One of the incredible things about what the D-Day Memorial has been able to do here, they are the only organization in the entire world to do a project like this. They decided that they were going to get every single name of the soldiers, the brave soldiers who fought that day on D-Day, June 6, 1944. It has taken a long time. I believe they started this project in the year 2000. So on these 266 bronze plaques, there are names that they have gathered. One way that they did to commemorate the ceremony today, they added 15 names to the plaque, 15 brand new names. And again, the theme here today, guys, every story lives on. on. The D-Day Memorial tells me that they know there's more names that need to be added to these plaques, and they will not stop until the project is complete. We do know that right now, with the new 15 names, there are 4,426 total names on the wall. 2,509 are Americans.
Amazing to hear
Tell you
those
what.
numbers. And
Yeah.
it's an ongoing effort, too. It shows that we have to think back on this history, but also continue
Right.
to move forward and acknowledge this.
And just you think about those enlisted, 2 Timothy
Right.
2:4, Mel.